Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Agius. We're back. Who's excited? Oh, Hans is gone. R.I.P.
I
Damn. I didn't think you were gonna die that quickly. Anyway, woof. Yeah. Speaking
Not allowed.
of speaking of Aridia, not Hans. Speaking of Aridia dying, what happened last time, guys? Does someone want to do a recap? What
A bada
what
bing, bada
what
boom.
happened?
Bad shit happened. That's it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so what happened last time? We got out of the bad place. And Sybil used more of her precious spell slots up to fly up to
Mm,
to see like what was going on. Veldren also started to fly. And didn't really know it was like, hey, I confused. We went back to the ship. We made our way back, and we got told we like updated our crew. Like, yeah, we're back. How long has it been? It's been 3 days. 3 days. Got it. Shit. Oh, Zydus hasn't come back. Oh, we gotta go get our boy. We gotta go get our boy, right? Like right now. We want to make sure he's okay. And that was whenever the bad decision started.
well, there
Um
was someone else that also wasn't there.
Yeah, fucking Reginald's gone too, dude. Fucking Reginald jumped into the ocean and started swimming like he was called. Bad. Real
Yep.
bad. We gotta go get our boy. We gotta go get our boy. I love him, guys. Um,
Yeah.
so we made our way back up to the temple where the Bloody Thorn and her crew were. We made our way inside and we saw Zydus beaten and bloodied on the ground next to the Bloody Thorn. Um, uh, we gave our tribute to the Bloody Thorn, to which she then went back on our deal. Um, uh, she went back on our deal to give us her name and was like, I'm going to keep Zydus as well. Well, we weren't going to have that. We were happy to leave with our friend. Um, uh, And the Bloody Thorn was like, that's too bad. He's mine now. I have a job for him to do. And proceeded to make the floor drop from under us, to which Sybil started to fall. But then Aridia grabbed Sybil around the waist and threw her back. To where Aridia fell down a pit, took fall damage, and so all of a sudden there were 4 displacer beasts surrounding her. Bad. It gets worse though. Um, Veldren pops the locks on Zydus's manacles around his feet. Sybil jumps down the pit to dimension door Aridia out, falling unconscious due to this.
Overdoing
Um,
herself on her spells again. Yep.
Overdoing herself on her spells, to which she got some much needed rest.
Hmm.
Against her will. um, and then Astra cast Freedom of Movement on Zydus. This started an initiative. Veldren tries to bluff our way out. It works a little bit, but not enough. Um, as everyone starts to make their way out, running, trying to escape, Zydus gets caught in the room and gets shot in the back. And gets mobbed to where we cannot grab his body for Astra to revive. We're out of spell slots. There is nothing that we are able to do. So Veldren sets off a grenade in the middle of the hall. And we begin to run back to the ship, trying to buy us time. But we eventually make our way onto the ship, taking care of some of the pirates that were trying to get on, and we are making our way to Goldvale minus Zydus.
And also, important note: minus one of Aridia's blades, as her father's sword was given to Zydus to defend
Blade.
himself and was lost along with his
Yeah.
life.
Back on the ship, Veldren begins to take care of Sybil, making sure that she is safe in a bed, and begins to trance, just thinking about the moment he saw Zydus die. Astra goes off to grieve, very upset as she was probably the closest to Zydus. And Aridia, making sure wants to make sure the rest of the crew is okay, um, stays up and begins to hear a raven's call. Following the raven out onto the deck, she meets up with a woman clad in black armor, a mask, and a scythe in hand, saying, "You've caught my attention."
Yeah. And that is where we pick up today. Middle of the
Can I give
night.
my inspiration to Aridia for that?
Sure.
Yup, I think I do.
Sure. Aridia, you have an
I will not
inspiration.
argue.
Um,
Cool.
yeah. We begin today. An important note for the chat as well. Aridia currently has 4 hit points. Which is the same
And a
number of
hope and a
words the
dream.
Raven Queen has said to her so far. But yeah, Aridia, you stand alone on the deck. It is now the dead of night. The ship is kind of silently sailing through the water, but standing across the deck, you see this figure, this black cloak with this kind of purple black armor inlaid with patterns of raven feathers, and this kind of silver and gold porcelain mask across this figure's face, with this wicked looking scythe in hand, pressed against the deck. And yeah, she just says those words, "You have my attention."
Whew. I think the tears that had recently stopped falling start again.
Okay.
And not just the grief, but there is anger there too.
Yeah.
It just. No. No, you don't get to jest. I don't want your attention. And I'll turn to start to walk away.
You turn to start to walk away. It's like, so you literally just turn and just start walking away.
Like turns, takes the first step.
Hmm.
Why? Because of some stupid necklace. I should turn back around.
Mm-hmm. She's still kind of standing there, kind of just this porcelain mask, just emotionless, just staring at you.
A necklace will get your attention, but not their prayers of hundreds of people as an entire town is decimated. This will get your attention, but not that.
Doesn't say anything.
Don't expect you to answer. You never answered any other prayers before. So why would you even answer standing here in front of me?
Is that really all you have to say for yourself?
You want an apology? You're not going to get one from me.
Kind of just almost like shakes her head a little and just kind of finally breaks that gaze to kind of looks to the sky almost a little for a moment, kind of shaking her head, and then looks back at you and just like, you really are just a stubborn child. You blame every one of your problems on anyone else. You threw away an important symbol, not only of mine, but of your mother's. The last remaining part of her legacy, and you threw it away. And then, not within the same 24 hours, lost the last remaining part of your father. You and I both saw what you believed to be that worst version of yourself. The version that rejected everything. Turned your back on your friends, turned your back on your family, turned your back on someone who saved you. You have been given a second chance, and you're squandering it.
So that's it then. That is the crux of the anger. The fact that I should be dead and I am not.
You know as well as I do what your mother taught you about me. Death is death. When someone dies, they should not return. And yet here you are, and I have turned my back all this time, ignoring that glaring fault for your benefit because of your family's loyalty. And yet you do everything to garner my attention. You wanted it, so here it is. So the real question is, what will you do with it now? Now that I cannot ignore what stands in front of me.
I never wanted your attention.
So why did you ask for it?
I don't... We needed to give a sacrifice. That was all. I wasn't... I'd already lost pretty much everything. I did not want any of the others who still had so much more to lose anything that they had. They still have hope. They still have good in them. So let them keep it. My mother's been dead for a long time, and I have no love nor faith for you. Like you said, the dead don't come back. So I gave it up. My father is dead. He has no need of his sword, and my friend dearly needed a weapon. So I gave it up.
How much more of yourself will you give up before you have nothing left? What use are your friends to you if you have nothing left to give? Say I were to do what I should right now. Take you to the afterlife where you belong because you died. What use would you be to them then? You said you threw away that symbol as a sacrifice, but you know what that means. Destroying a symbol like that, you know what that means. You know it's a slight I cannot ignore. It was a symbol of my gratitude to your mother and to your family. And now it's gone.
Gratitude get her. You weren't. You did nothing. And everyone died. But gratitude.
And where are they now? Still floating aimlessly? In the nothingness? You said I did nothing. I did everything that I could. They are all safely on the other side. Because that's what I do. I cannot intervene in life, just as I cannot intervene in death. I am the bridge that connects them. That is what I have done. And yet you sit here and you beg me to do more. More than I have already done. You claim I've done nothing. That you blatantly ignore everything I have done for you, for your family, for everyone. What I continue to do. When are you going to grow up? And stop blaming everything on everyone else?
You think I don't blame myself?
No, you find excuses to blame yourself. You blame yourself for things that aren't your fault. Blame yourself for things you can't control. But when it comes to the things you can control, you don't step up. What will this path of vengeance do for you? What's the end goal, Aridia?
To even the score. Because what they did was wrong and it is not fair that they just get to get away with it.
Life is not fair. And when you finally realize that, then you can move on. Because when will the score be even? How far do you have to go? How much of yourself do you have to lose to be satisfied? Do you think that other version of yourself was satisfied? Is that what you want? Is that what you want to become? Justified and alone? Because that's where you'll end up.
You make it sound so easy to just not be that. But all I have is grief and anger. And all I am is a weapon to be used. That is all I have ever been. So what am I if I'm not any of those things? A sad little girl who is not even meant to be here. But a God gave me purpose. My family left me a legacy. And my friends need me to help them. So what if I do it angry?
You'll
At least I am
lose
still doing it.
whatever you have left. You keep saying that you are these things, like you have no choice in it. But every mortal has a choice. Do what you think is right. What you want to be. Because right now, you're not doing any of that. You say you're helping your friends. You're saying you are taking on this purpose that this other God has given you. Not because you want to, because you feel like you have to. And that's why you think about leaving them behind. That's why you think about rejecting this gift you've been given. Because it's what you feel like you need to do, not what you want to do. Sacrifice has to be made. You lost your life once before, and then you were given a purpose. I personally am against that choice. I despise God's picking on mortals in their weakest states and giving them some new purpose. It's barbaric. But now you are here. And if you wish to carry out that purpose, then so be it. But do so because you want to, not because you have to. Everything is a choice. Fate is not predetermined. Not always. But if you tell yourself that your fate is sealed, then it is. You sit here and you tell me how things are. You tell me that life is not fair. But what are you doing to correct that? You don't want things to be this way? So change it. Instead of complaining.
You say to make a choice like it is an easy thing.
It's not easy.
What if you choose wrong?
Then that's something that you have to live with. You can't be right 100% of the time. Sometimes you have to make the hard choice. The sacrifice.
I've never gone back. Did anyone else make it?
No.
Think like...
But none of them were left behind. I saw to them all personally.
I think Aridia just kind of drops to her knees, and for the first time in a lot of years, finally lets herself feel grief.
Mm-hmm.
She just cries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just cry on the deck. The Raven Queen, you probably feel her presence more than seeing her as you're just crying. You feel her presence move closer to you. You're so worn out after everything. Beaten, bloodied. You could just close your eyes right now. Just take a big, long sleep. And you feel how close, quite literally, you are to death itself. And you see a kind of gauntleted hand kind of holds itself out to you. And in it forms a symbol of the Raven Queen. Much like the one you sacrificed. She holds it out to you.
There's hesitation as Aridia reaches out for it.
As you kind of hesitate, she also kind of holds it, almost like there's a... You get the feeling that there's a cost involved here. She kind of holds it out. She's like... I can return this to you. But you must do something for me. Everything comes at a cost, and this price is high.
Shit. I'll reach out and I'll take it and just kind of like...
You take it.
Cradle it.
Yeah. Make me a investigation check as you take it into your hand. So you kind of look it over.
B, I have no intelligence.
Okay.
B, I'm just a girl.
I'll allow perception. If that would be better.
Somehow they're the same.
Okay. Make the roll. 6. I think
You have inspiration. You have the inspiration from
that's
Jake.
true.
You have the inspiration from Jake.
That's true.
Okay. I'll use it on my dice I only use for my cleric. It's the same number.
A 6 again?
2 for a total of 6 for both of those.
Okay. I
You
think
can hear.
genuinely it's one of those things where you take the symbol and your eyes are just too full of tears to make out details of it, but you know what it is. You recognize the shape of it, like you get the kind of details of it, and you kind of take it. And the Roman Queen kind of stands up, kind of towering over you, looking down this porcelain mask. Now that you have drawn my attention, this false extension of your life is something that I cannot simply ignore. But there is someone else that has slighted me more.
It's gonna be a weapon again.
Hang on, I need to check my notes. Hold on. She kind of stands over and kind of says, there is someone who has extended their life far longer than you have. His name is Mordred Duskspire.
The fucking Undying King.
But many know him better as the Undying King. Return his soul to me by whatever means necessary, and I will consider your debt paid.
Oh my god. I think a little bit of that anger slips back in, but she would know that it's not directed at her.
Mm-hmm.
He was the reason that my brother died, so I will gladly kill him.
You will not be you will not be the first of your family to try to bring him down. I trust that you will be successful.
I was always a better sword than my brother was.
She kind of turns, kind of goes to step away, and she stops. He's with them, by the way. It was the last mercy I could give him. After that other one forced him back, forced him to be an abomination. He is not lost anymore. When your time on this earth is done, I will take you to him. And to them. But only when it is your time.
She just sits there and looks at her mother's amulet in her hands.
I think at this
That's
point...
close enough.
Yeah, I think at this point, at first when you were kind of given it, it looked more like a generic amulet. You've seen a lot of these, but kind of as you're kind of wiping the tears from your eyes now, and as you're looking at it more closely, you see the same scuff marks, the same kind of indents. It is your mother's amulet. The very same one that you destroyed. And as you kind of look up from that, you look and you're alone. Yeah. Veldren.
I'm
before... Huh?
I'm all right. I
Yeah.
choked a little bit.
Yeah. Before you trance, you
Yeah.
said you were with Sybil, yes?
Yes, I am in. I think I'm like
Checking her
when
over,
I am
making sure.
trancing, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you make me a medicine check, please?
Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay. You're checking her over. She's kind of similarly to when she's passed out like this before. Her breathing is shallow, but there she's kind of like sweating a little as her body is recovering. And as you're kind of checking over, kind of checking near the bracelets, you see before this this kind of cracking in the skin beneath the crystal itself was kind of a minor kind of break in the skin where you kind of saw this almost purple glow emanating. Now that she has drained her powers again, it is spread further. It is now kind of poking. You don't even have to look that hard. You look down at her wrist, and now you see the edges peeking out from these kind of cracks peeking out each end of the bracelets on each hand. Further broken, further pushed to their limits. You don't know how many more times her body can take this. It is physically breaking apart.
I think Veldren looking at that is just like, no. Not you too. Please. Yeah. I think he's. I think a couple ideas come to him, but I think after the failure of these last couple plans he's had, is just scared to even think about them.
Yeah. But you do know where you're going now.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that there should hopefully be a solution soon. But will it be soon enough? That's the question. And then, yeah, you're able to settle into your trance, unless there's anything else you'd like to do before you trance.
No, I think he just settles into a chair next to Sybil's bed. And like I said last week, his trance, an elf's trance is memories, usually. I think there's just one memory playing through right now, and it's seeing Zydus ready to fight his way out, and then all of a sudden the light leaving his eyes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he trances, and I think almost as if like subconsciously his fingernails kind of scratch into the wood of the dresser or into the wood of the chair handle, scratches in a pattern. And if you were to look closely, you would see it's the map that he read wrong in that room.
Oh. Yeah. And then you're able to settle into your trance. Sybil. You pass out. You vaguely remember dimly, no longer. It's almost like you saw the light, almost like you how everyone talks about when they're like, oh, I see the light, and that's kind of what happens. You are in this dark pit surrounded by all these eyes. You grab Aridia, you feel this kind of black void. You step through this doorway into this burst of light, and then just there's nothing, as you are depleted entirely. You sleep, and it's almost like you're floating down a river. Just this sort of peaceful sleep. And you kind of drift off to a side, and instead of kind of laying on your back, you find yourself upright, and you start to see in front of you a figure starts to form, but it's blurry and wrong. But even in this blurred state, you recognize his outline. The commander. But it starts to form in front of you, and it kind of never really comes into focus. As you kind of almost try to peer closer, you almost see like fractures, like you're looking at him through a broken window. Blood, still not in focus, parts kind of moving in and out of focus, but never truly there, like it's trying to make a connection, but it can't. You hear his voice, or what you recognize as kind of being like the tone of his voice, for the words are muffled and you can't make any of it out. It's just muffled sounds. But what you do see, something that is different from the last time you saw him, even through this kind of blurred vision for a few moments, parts come into focus. You see two things. In his right hand, you see for just a moment, kind of a focus, you see he wields a staff, entirely black, much like the sword you recently came into contact with, kind of gripping it in one hand. And then in the other, you see, it's hard to make out at first. It seems to be some sort of, you look closer and it seems to be some sort of like arcane focus. You see this kind of black crystal with this almost purple emanating light. And you look a little closer, and for just a moment it comes into focus. And you see the inlay on this crystal of the head of a dragon. As you recognize one of the crystals, similar to the two that Aridia has recovered, in his possession. And again, you kind of hear these muffled words like he's trying to speak to you, but none of it really comes through. And then after a few moments, this all kind of happens in the space of like 30 seconds. And then you feel yourself kind of being pulled away again. And you just, the commander goes back out of focus, kind of stepping away from this broken glass. And you feel yourself settling back into this river of sleep, this peaceful, dreamless space. As it seems, the commander can no longer connect with you for some reason, even when he attempts to. And that's it. No other dreams, no other nightmares, no other visions. Just a calm sleep. And then everyone gets a long rest.
I will say, after the 4 hours of trancing, Vel stays in Sybil's room, and then, like, at 8 hours, is trying to wake Sybil up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sybil, you're awake. You're able to wake up. You kind of like feel like you're kind of in this sleep for a while, and it's just like lasts as long as sleep normally would, and then you kind of almost just feel just like you're being shaken awake, and you hear Vel's voice.
Sybil.
She it takes a moment, bleary-eyed, as she blinks and sort of grabs at her head.
Yeah, you still have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, everything's going real well, swell here. Pardon the screaming children in the background. They like to make.
It's just Rella, like
they like to make sounds like cars, but that's not really what is heard.
Yeah. Sybil, you wake up and there's another ship passing by. Seems to be some sort of party ship.
Yeah.
They're having a great time.
Having a great time.
Barge. Someone is.
The previous day's events hit her very quickly.
Yeah.
And she immediately tries to sit up.
Careful.
Oh, and looks. They're back at the ship. What?
I'm glad you're awake. And I think the look on Veldren's face. Veldren has always been confident in knowing what to do. I think the look on Veldren's face is completely one of complete loss. Zytus didn't make it.
Oh no. He didn't make it. He's
dead. Zytus is dead. And we weren't able to get his body back for Astra to work her miracles.
I'm so sorry. Oh no.
The others have been told. I'm sorry for springing it on you.
No.
But I didn't want you to find out in a different way.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. How?
The Bloody Thorn shot him in the back while we were trying to run. and the rest of her lackeys. I think he winces a little bit at that. Swarmed his body. It was either I try to go back and get him or make sure we get to the ship. The others are in their own state of grieving right now.
I'm sorry that I wasn't.
You saved Aridia's life. If it hadn't been for you, 2 people would have died. So please don't apologize. It's hard to be such the bearer of bad news, but there's one other thing. Your condition. I think he says, he doesn't touch her arm or her wrist, but kind of his hand brushes close to it, gesturing near. It's getting worse.
Yeah, Sybil, you look down and you see that same kind of purple crack in the skin, kind of glowing, this kind of emanating magic that was kind of hidden beneath your bracelets before has now spread and is poking out the sides.
I think it... Sorry, keep going.
DM, does it like feel like anything?
Feel like anything in what way? Like,
I just mean like it was like, oh, I wouldn't. That's fine. Like, or does
doesn't
it feel ouch?
A little bit, yeah. It feels.
Wow.
It feels. I mean, you know, it. It feels like there's almost a pressure there, like kind of similar to when your magic goes wrong, when like your spells go wrong and they do things that they're not supposed to. That kind of weird pressure that kind of breaks when that happens. It feels a bit like that. Like there's magic kind of in your arms that's trying to break free, but it is, yeah, it doesn't feel great. It doesn't like hurt, but it's noticeable, especially now.
All right. Well, maybe. Okay. All right. That's fine. We'll get it fixed.
We're headed to Goldvale currently. At least I think so. Whenever I last looked out the window, it seemed we were headed that way. I think it's getting worse every time you deplete fully.
I will try to avoid that.
Please.
Okay.
I'll leave you to it. I just wanted to be here when you woke, to make sure you woke.
You he did try again, but it was different. He couldn't reach anymore. But he has this. I've never seen it, but it looks like he has the staff. Like he can wield it. And
Why?
he has one of the keys. I couldn't hear what he had to say, but it looked like he was going to try to bargain. I don't know, but he held the two items that mean a lot to you too.
Kadiri had told me that it was in their possession, but I didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to use it. Why? What do you be wanting to do?
Nothing good.
Well, I think that will have to be a problem we solve when we get to it. Right now, I think it's best we focus on trying to fix this. He says, gesturing to the crystals again. And then Reginald, and then... Yeah.
Okay.
I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, please let me know.
Thank you.
I think he just gives a tight smile, a small little half bow, and would go to leave the door, or leave the room, gently shutting the door behind him.
Yeah. Okay. What would you guys like to do? The morning has come. You're rested.
What a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think Veldren finds a quiet corner of the ship and gets out one of his notebooks and begins to sketch the beginnings of a spell scroll. It'll take time. It'll also take resources, but I think he's sketching a spell scroll of vortex warp.
Oh,
So
okay,
that
okay.
so that he won't be left without it
Hmm.
whenever he needs it, like he was this time.
Okay.
But I think he's trying to find an area away from people. If anyone wanted to find him, they could, but he's keeping to himself a little bit, at least for right now.
Okay. Aridia, Sybil, what are you guys doing?
What a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, a creature of habit Aridia's up in like the very like bow of the ship up front and is going through sword forms. But with the blade she was given and not her father's sword. And it looks not clumsy. But it's that like the balance isn't what she's done for decades upon decades upon decades.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I think like it's the red rimmed eyes and occasionally like stopping to like wipe at her nose like a child after they've been crying for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And both amulets are just in full view. She doesn't have any of her armor on. Nothing right now, but both amulets are just in full view around her neck.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, remember where were you doing this?
Son of up at the bow of the ship where I probably curled up in a ball and slept last night.
Yeah.
It's a puddle of tears.
There
on the
is.
floor.
There's the woods little stain there from all of the tears I cried.
Yeah.
It's fine. I
It's
think
rough, buddy.
Aridia's just let herself
the blood and
mourn,
sweat into the
like
ship, you know.
actually mourn for the first time ever.
Yeah. I think as you're there, you're kind of, just taking the moment for yourself. I think as kind of the morning kind of comes to and people start kind of moving about the ship, you hear the sounds of the Weaveborn kind of practicing some magic. They're just kind of going through their emotions of that. And I think as you're kind of at the bow of the ship, I think Davari kind of comes up that end as well, kind of sees you, sees the state you're in, and will kind of just look to you and kind of like raises an eyebrow and just kind of signs like, you okay?
Oh. I think I'll just sheathe my sword and just like set it up against like the side of the ship or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And just sign back. Can the answer be both yes and no?
Kind of chuckles a little bit. And kind of just signs back. Emotions are complicated. Very rarely is it yes or no. Do you need to talk about it, or do you need some space?
I need to feel it, because I've not let myself feel it ever. And I think I need to apologize, and I don't know what scares me more. Feeling everything or telling my friends that I'm sorry.
He kind of just signs, why not both?
It's like sarcastically signs back, why not both? Like an absolute just a moment of like there's it's like the half smile graces like one side of her mouth a little bit through it as she just sasses him back a little bit.
Kind of just smirks a little bit. I'm sure they will be ready to listen whenever you're ready. And then he kind of smirks and kind of signs back. But if you're going to leave snot all over the deck, you're cleaning it up.
Excuse you, I'm the captain here, and I did not. Just like throws her hands up in the air.
He very like sarcastically, like kind of like eyes go wide, kind of stands to attention.
Okay. Just that's enough of that. Gets signed back at them.
Just kind of just like.
Thank you for checking.
Of course, we've got to look out for each other. That's what we do. We're a team.
I leave the ship in your capable hands, and I'll grab my sword and I'll head down and then just stand outside Sybil's door, just like, do I knock? Do I not? And then I just like paces a little bit.
Sybil slams the door open and it hits Aridia in the face.
I was waiting for it.
I mean,
Sorry.
that's gotta happen.
Sybil, you're still a
You have
little
to bring it
sleepy.
back.
You open the door and it opens a bit, and you just hear.
Oh, not again in my nose.
The door slowly closes again.
No, wait, Sybil, you're. It's like, what's my
Hello.
Oh, thank the gods you are awake. I didn't. And you're okay. You're not. Do like a once over. But like looking for anything wrong.
Make me a medicine
No
check.
obvious signs of blood or trauma.
Make me a medicine check. And Sybil, are you trying to hide anything?
No, she's too
No.
sleepy.
Okay. Then ready, make me a medicine check.
Hey, I used all of my good rolls last session.
Damn.
Yikes.
Yeah, good thing we're definitely not doing anything that's gonna get us in trouble tonight, right, guys? Right? I mean,
When do we arrive on Gold
6. Another 6, actually. 5 plus 1.
6.
Only 6s tonight.
Sybil seems fine. You don't notice anything out of character.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Are you?
She's been crying all night.
You say, Sybil, even with your passive, you probably see the bloodshot eyes.
Oh no, come in. Like, just
Go in,
come in,
Sybil.
closes the door and goes to like the bed and like sits down and like pats the spot on the bed like next to her, like, sit down.
Just like sit and then pull my knees up like under my chin.
Is this about Zydus?
It is yes, it is a bit about Zydus and a few other things. I'm just glad that you are okay.
I'm glad that you all made it out of there. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have put that on you.
No, it is the second time that you have thrown yourself into a situation to help me, and it has been to your own detriment.
Well, it's been the second time you've gotten me out of it. So, even?
I suppose so.
I would ask you to stop doing that, but I'm not going to stop doing my part in it, so I can't ask you to not do that. I think this is just what we do now.
No, but maybe Veldren does have a point. We could be a bit more careful. Just maybe, but we don't have to tell him that we agree. Just, I don't want to give him the wrong impression.
Why?
Sometimes I purposefully try to get a rise out of Veldren because it is just like
No.
my... Okay, you know what?
I'm sorry. That was so mean. I'm so sorry. That was so mean. I shouldn't have done that.
There's a genuine grin on Aridia's face.
It is a little funny.
I'm very tired.
He reminds me of my brother before everything went wrong. And sometimes I hope me poking at him maybe makes him feel like in some way his sibling is not too far away. But also it's just fun to get a rise out of him, so
Yeah. I think I accidentally found out where one of the keys is at.
I don't understand. Why would you know where a key is at?
I am fairly certain that that he has one.
Did he get to you again? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I think he tried to and was showing what he had.
Right.
I think it's the first time I ever actually wished to hear what he had to say. And I couldn't hear it.
And maybe it is for the best that you can't, though?
Probably. I'm
Maybe
sure
just-
it would have been an exchange.
Most things do tend to come at a cost.
Her hand, like, unconsciously goes to the necklace on her.
Is it like hidden like it used to be, or is it like back out?
No armor, just has her shirt on, and like both amulets are just on.
Yeah, Sybil, what's your passive perception?
Like 11?
11?
12? It's
12?
12.
Yeah, you see already has a symbol of a Raven Queen. I would say with your 12, you don't know for sure that it's the same one. But also,
No,
you
but
saw
it is
one get
odd.
destroyed.
Yeah, it's odd that a spare.
I'm just saying, it's not immediately obvious that it's the same one.
Yeah, no, just that.
Yeah. It's odd there is a symbol of the Raven Queen again. Don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
You do notice that, though.
I think she just kind of tilts her head and is looking at it.
I think that we might need to grab the others.
Yes.
Together.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. I was just. I can go get them.
I think I'll like, as you like go to like stand up to move, I think I just like very gently will reach out and grab your hand.
She immediately pauses and turns back.
Thank you for going in after me.
Of course. Thank you for bringing me back.
Always.
And I'll Go find the others. No. Not that, and not as energetic as I'm saying it because she's still sleepy, but she gets to where she needs to go.
Very slow Batman transition.
The slowest, like, Star Wars slideshow transition of just like,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you were able to. You would definitely be able to find Astra, who will just come with you. Yeah, you would. Vel, you weren't hiding anywhere, so you would be able to find Vel as well. Yeah, able to gather everyone together. By everyone, do you mean just the four of you, or do you mean everyone?
I think it's just us. I think it's just a
Okay.
party comp.
Sure.
Yeah, you find Veldren easy enough. Quickly covers whatever he's working on.
Secrets.
He's writing fanfic.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That's so what an inappropriate time to do that.
Yes.
Aridia, with team meeting.
Of course. I think he'll get up and follow silently along. I don't think whenever we all get together, I think he well, on the little small one Jack gets here, but I don't think he can really make full eye contact with Astra.
Yeah, Astra's
think he's,
probably not looking at you either, as that is an unresolved thing.
Yeah, probably made worse by things and reasons.
Astra has a lot to say, I think, but is not saying it currently.
Yeah.
Astra is not here.
I can't wait for an Astra crash out rant. I want it so badly.
Yes, pretty.
I just I thought that maybe we all needed to talk about a few things, and I think that I owe you all an apology.
For
For continuously saying that you are all my friends, but refusing to actually let you in or tell you anything in a full truth, and for letting my own grief and my anger color my actions in ways that are not fair to any of you.
you are a friend, Aridia, and you've always been one, even in times of frustration. I think you see Vel is for once struggling to put words together, to put thoughts together. For me, it was always how easy you would find it just to kill. For me, I don't come from your background. Well, I've never really killed anyone until yesterday.
It is good that you do not think it is an easy thing, Veldren. I hope that it never becomes easy for you or...
And she'll look between Astra and Sybil too.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can do this right now. I think Vel would start to what's your passive perceptions? It's 11
14.
from
Bad. It's 12. It's 12 now.
12 now. 12 now.
14.
14.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you'd see just kind of tears starting to well up in Vel's eyes as he kind of like he doesn't push past anyone, but he definitely starts to hurry away. A little bit of a choke coming to his voice. I just can't do this right now.
Aridia doesn't know what to do, but just kind of like, I think, stiffens maybe is not quite the right, but it's that like, again, shifting back into what's comfortable, what's safe, back into just this. I'm a soldier. I don't have to.
You have a pretty decent like insight score, right?
It's also 14.
I don't think
Mine's 15.
Sybil catches it.
I don't think I think you notice like Vel started getting more emotional, not when talking about how easy it was for you to kill, but
Mhm.
him killing.
She knows.
I don't think you think it was your fault in this moment.
No.
Veldren, you did not take a life just to simply take it. You were protecting your friends. That doesn't make the pain easier. It doesn't make the ache in your chest go away. But it was a choice that saved a life. And sometimes the life that
It
you
didn't
are...
though. Didn't. And that's the problem. And I think he will continue to walk after that.
just looks at Sybil and Astra, unsure of how to comfort.
Hmm.
I think when Veldren had gone to leave, Sybil had like instinctually like started to stand up as if like wanting to help,
Hmm.
but she can't help anyone currently with what they are all dealing with. She doesn't have anything to make it better.
Hmm.
How long is it until we get to Goldvale?
Hey, damn, I would know how long it would be to get to go Vale,
It's-
roughly, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, last night, I believe it was Davari that was driving and took over from
Davari,
you.
and then I think Cell traded off at some point. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I think right now the ship is kind of like dropped anchor, kind of just in the middle of the ocean, and you can see kind of maybe a few miles away, maybe like no more than like an hour out, you can see an island in the distance that you would know to be, or you could assume to be, Goldvale.
Mhm.
But currently you're not on the move, as it's kind of it was we're going this way, but also we're just gonna take a minute so that we're not just showing up there immediately. So you're about an hour out, but you're currently just moored up. So
Are you still like? Have you like fully left, or are you just like in the process of exiting the room?
I think he's fully left.
yeah, Vel's gone.
We are not too far away from Goldvale, Sybil.
Oh, okay. We'll be careful there. We can wait too. We can wait to go.
That might be best. Especially if we all are not exactly in the best state to be trying to figure out what is going on and what we should be doing.
Yeah, whatever everyone needs. We can wait.
And what do you need, Sybil?
I'm not sure. I think what I need is there, but that's when everyone's ready.
Aridia just also awkwardly kind of like stands probably between like you and the door, and it's just like I don't know what to do to stay or to go.
But whatever you need. I have a book.
She looks like very taken aback.
I don't know the last time that I ever just read a book. From probably not since I was back home. I don't.
Aridia, can you read?
Just read. You hand Aridia the book, and she opens it up upside down. She can only read Sylvan. It's her first language.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, what language is this? I did not recognize this. It's common and it's upside down.
I don't even know what book this is. This is a book that was given to me in session 0.5.
Back then, oh my god, yeah,
That one, yeah, it's
Pretty sure it's romantasy.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
It's been read a few times.
There's a couple pages that are like dog-eared.
There's some annotations,
Notes.
but like in pieces of paper to not damage the book that are like added to it. She's like, oh,
That is, most of the books that I read were on strategy. And,
Hey, this one is too.
this one. I don't take my
Romantic strategy.
about like 50 pages in, it will start to get kind of like that.
She like flips through. There's like a point where they're just like holding hands, walking and talking in the book, and it's just like you watch like a bit of sadness fall over her face for a moment.
Oh no.
Alright, I am trying to process enough things. I don't think that I want to
Just hands it back.
I'm trying to process enough things. Here you go. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, okay.
Hey, y'all are bold to assume Aridia didn't have a significant other. No one survived. It's been
Woof.
confirmed.
Woof.
No assumptions have been made.
Sybill's like, oh shit,
This-
that's for later.
It's a romantasy book that was given to her by a friend of Veldren's.
Yeah.
Wild. That friend was like, yeah, I'm clocking this right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Love her so much.
Love her.
I love her so much, and she better be alive when we get back.
Beautiful Minotaur
I don't know.
librarian.
It is absolutely this world's version of Actor, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I think Sybil stays pretty quiet until Goldvale, like
Mm-hmm.
just kind of occasionally looking at her bracelets.
Mhm.
I think like
With
Aridia a couple times tries
fear.
to approach Vel and keeps
You
like
can.
chickening out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then probably like eventually does.
Yeah, I think. How long after this incident do you think it is?
Couple hours. It's not an immediate. It's not a right away.
Yeah, I think you'd find them up on, in the crow's nest. Is where you'd find them.
Climbs halfway up, climbs back down. Awkwardly goes and stands at the bow, looks out at the sun, and is like, yep. Alright.
Rella just comes over and is just like, what you looking at?
That is a strange-looking seagull.
I don't see any seagulls. What? Are you...
Yep. Pat's Rella's
You been
back.
sleeping all right?
No.
Nope.
Damn.
It's actually just a raven. It's wild. Everyone's like, oh fuck that guy. But I will climb a fucking crow's nest.
Yeah, I think you find Vel. Normally his jacket is kind of tied to fit himself a bit better. He's used to having to make pretty precise movements. But right now I think you see it like dwarfs him. This jacket is obviously made for a much bigger man. I think even beyond what you saw from because you saw Vel at his normal physique.
Mhm.
I think it's even bigger than that.
Veldren.
I think he has kind of the scarf he always has kind of wrapped around his hands, and these kind of pulled up, and he looks up. He's like, "Sorry about that earlier, Aridia.
No.
It wasn't
Don't.
because of you. I hope you know.
I know.
It's just a lot right now." And I think he kind of trails off a little bit.
I don't exactly know how to make you feel better, and from being in your shoes, I know that there's really nothing that could.
Yeah.
Just don't let the grief be what you hold on to.
How? How? He's the third person I've ever seen. Fourth person I've ever seen killed. How do you keep going? How do you not let it consume you?
I am I am the wrong person to ask for that, Veldren.
No. Because you're going now. It may be hard for you, but you are. It's better than I am doing. I had to just leave. I got him killed, Aridia. I got Zaitis killed. It was my plan to bring him. It was my plan to tell the Bloody Thorn. I was the one that pushed us to go that night, last night, instead of resting.
But you did not do it from a place of malice or
Does that
intent.
matter?
It does.
I don't think it does. A man died because of me.
And you couldn't have known that he was going to. And
Sybil almost
sometimes-
died because of me. Astra would have died if I hadn't used a card gifted to me by someone else to figure out how to get rid of that curse. Every plan I've had has almost gotten one of you killed. Or ruined your lives in some way. I ruined Sybil's life.
I do not think that Sybil would see it the same way.
She's too kind.
Did not ruin Sybil's life. The person that set her home ablaze and took her, they did that. They chose to hurt her. You never made that choice. In fact, you are making quite the opposite in trying to fix it.
If they didn't have access to my creation, my research, maybe they would have held off.
They would have found another way.
Ah,
Terrible people always do, Veldren. You are not responsible for someone else's inflicted wounds.
you may be right.
They usually am.
You may be right on that, but what have I done to fix any of it? What problem have I fixed?
Sometimes the problems to be fixed aren't that simple. Sometimes it takes you literal decades to do any sort of any good. You at least are trying.
If my trying gets people killed, should I try?
And the
What do I do
alternative,
if it happens to you next? If it happens to Astra or Sybil, Davari? What if a plan I make gets someone hurt again?
you
If it was
know,
just once, I would agree with you that it's an accident. But this has been 3 times in a week. That something I've done has endangered someone else.
my father used to say that a memory is punishment, that to remember and relive one's failures and shortcomings serves nothing but to cause more harm. And he used to say that that was why a soldier never fought alone. Because you are going to mess up or misstep or not see the bad choice before it is made. But then you are not alone when it happens. We have each other, all of us. And that thought terrifies me, Veldren.
Me as well.
If I hadn't been there to catch Sybil, Sybil would have fallen into the hole. So we swapped. But without Sybil, I would not have gotten back out. There are times where I wanted to lose myself to my anger and my grief. But things that you had said and had taught me pulled me back from a bad choice. So we will do the same for you.
I think you give me too much credit there, Aridia. You are... I may not always agree with your choices or decisions. We have lived very different lives. But you are good. You are a good person, and I think you would have made that choice on your own. You are one of the best that I know, and I do hope you know that, no matter how much I may disagree with certain methods. I've never once thought that they come from feelings of malice. And I think that's what's frustrated me the most. And Astra as well. Because you are good.
I don't know that it was never meant to be from a place of malice. And I know that I carry my grief and my anger on my sleeve. I've spent most of my life fighting a war in some way, shape, or fashion. I don't want to be angry.
I don't think you always will be. I see the moments of joy that come across your face. Mostly when you're trying to get a rise out of me. I just want everyone around us to be safe, to be happy. I want to kill my brother. I want Sybil to be able to give an honest laugh and smile. Because it's beautiful when she does. I want Astra to not have to worry about her mother, and I want you to be able to live.
Oh no.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
You are one of the most pure-intentioned people I think I have ever met, Veldren.
No.
No, you don't get to shake your head, no. I have seen the worst in a lot of people. You were the first person to make me question.
She'll unhook the pouch from her belt. And she'll pull it out and set it, like, between the two of them.
You were the first person that made me question whether what I was doing was right or not. I don't think I trust myself enough to know the answer to that anymore. I was on the cusp of death when he came to me. And I did not question it. Because I was angry and in pain, and it was what I thought that I was meant to do.
And I think she slides the box closer to like Veldren, and then pulls her hands back to her own lap.
I think seeing you slide it closer, he'll place a hand on it and pull it next to him. The question of right and wrong has always been difficult to define in an academic sense. Don't laugh. Let me finish. We had... Are you done? We had theology classes at my university that I partook in, mostly because I had to. The gods and I, it's weird coming from a land where the gods walk and not knowing whether or not to believe in them, at least in the way other people do. We went through studies of them, even classified them in a taxonomy sense. In a research study I did, I found that the people they often appeared to, at least the recorded ones, were, like you said, angry, needing something. And it brings the question, is it manipulation or is it them trying to do good?
Her hand goes to the two amulets at her neck again. And she looks so conflicted.
But the result of that study was that it didn't really matter. People were doing better things through them. So I'll take this if you want, but I think you will know. I think you will know the answer, not some god or goddess. I think you will know what to do. But until you do, I will keep it safe, if that is what you would like.
I think that it might be a wise decision, but I am not sure that it is one without consequence.
Let me take some consequences. For once. I have not yet. I think he gives a tight smile. And I think you're watching the box. I think you see it flash inside of his coat. I'm going to make a sleight of hand check to see how well I can hide it on my body.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a 30.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Already
19 plus 11.
Amazing.
It's
I think
gone,
you
dude.
see. I don't even think you see their hands move. I think you see it disappear fully.
Yeah. And I think you see that go, and there is a mix of not fear necessarily, but the like, oh shit, I've just done a thing look.
Mm-hmm.
And my hand had been over both amulets, and I think it moves away from Bahamut's and just clutches onto the Raven skull.
Mm-hmm. I have
She was told to make a choice, and she's making a
Mhm.
choice.
Alright.
I have a passive investigation of 20. Can I
Mhm.
tell that this is the same Raven Queen
Oh, yeah.
amulet? I think he looks at it. A little bit of like a confusion goes over his face, but
Mhm.
he doesn't say anything. Thank you for talking with me. I don't know if I'm fully over it. I'm definitely not. But I shouldn't have an episode like I did there. And I'm sorry that you had to see that.
No, it is. Like I said, it is not a bad thing to actually let yourself feel it. Instead of forcing it down and away for 150 years or so.
If you ever need to talk about something, I am willing to listen. I'm not good with people, but I can at least listen.
You know, I think that is a common trait among our entire group. The people thing is a little bit hard to do.
I mean, you say
Except for
this.
Sybil.
You,
Sybil is just like... Sybil's actually very, very good at it.
I mean, so are you. You did talk. You did manage to convince a fey creature of to help us.
That is different. That was
Astra is
just like...
also Astra is also very good with people. She is a princess.
Yeah, and you know, it started going a lot better without the crown. People weren't so just like hyper focused. It's good. They are very convincing, and people know that they are good.
Yes.
I promise that I will try to be more open with all of you and not keeping you all so far away. I thought that it would be better if I did.
Would it help if I shared something? Because I've not shared much of a personal life.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I trust you. And I think he just starts to talk. I think he starts to tell stories of home, mostly involving his brother Istolil,
Mhm.
who he calls Iso for short. His younger brother, and Vel talks about Iso with pride. There is just such pride and a genuine smile talking about his brother.
Mhm.
To Vel, Iso's the smartest person in the world. Smarter than he is, smarter than anyone. Stories of when they were younger. He talks about meeting Kadiri for the first time, how he was smitten from first look, and how he tried to attract her attention for years and was useless at it. Yeah, I think he focuses on the time before college, before university, just of his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And he learned quickly that Vel was. He doesn't talk about his parents a lot. He does keep away from that topic. But he was an awkward kid. Didn't have a lot of friends growing up, but made do with the ones he did have. Yeah. And he doesn't say this in the hopes that you share anything. I think he just is talking at a certain point.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I think you get to the point where you're talking about Kiri, and Aridia starts fidgeting with one of the rings that she wears.
Hmm.
Mm.
And it's the look of the hesitance before she speaks, but I think in a lull after you talking about Kadiri. She tells you a similar story about a boy she would not give the time of day to back home, someone that was part of her same unit within the guard, and someone that she had promised to spend the rest of her life with. His name is Varys. Yeah. And I think you know
Mm.
Yeah.
that there's
I don't think he pushes from the little bit you give, but I think he just he tilts his head to the side and listens very quietly, very intently. Vel may not be good at being eloquent, but he's a very intent listener.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just tilts his head and thank you.
I have not said his name in a very long time. So I guess thank you.
Of course. Like I said, I'm always happy to listen. I think he just gives a little shoulder nudge to you.
She nudges back.
That you have an older brother. You had an older brother. I think it's a very,
Mm.
very
Yep.
sibling kind of thing.
Yeah.
It feels very familiar.
Mm.
I think to both parties a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
So you think Sybil's smile is pretty? And then she'll dart down the the ropes. Down,
I think he
just giggling.
So you
I
think
think
this
this-
smile is pretty? Face step.
100%. Just.
I think
God.
there's genuine confusion on his face. And I think he goes, I mean, yeah, I think a lot of my friends' smiles are pretty.
Okay.
Lies.
What? I think genuine confusion. And he's like, I don't want
She
to think
doesn't
about
see
that
it.
right now.
Okay. Are there any other conversations people would like to have with anyone else? Any NPCs? Anything before we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
I go find Cell.
No.
Okay. Yeah. You find her. She's kind of she at this point would be just kind of up by the captain's wheel, kind of still on duty, as it were. She's still kind of just up there. She's kind of just messing with her magic, trying to keep herself entertained while she kind of waits for the go-ahead to sail off. And sort of see her approaching, like, hello, Veldren. Are we setting sail
Oh,
soon?
no.
I'm starting to get rather bored.
I think so.
Good.
I just wanted to come talk to you. I've been meaning to for the past couple of days, but
Little old me. Oh,
been busy.
yes, of course.
How are you?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine, darling. What do you
So?
ask?
The mark that you got.
Don't know what you're referring to.
So we were both there, and you got it because of me. Because I couldn't destroy it. I want to figure it out. I want to figure out how to help you with it.
I'm perfectly fine.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to. I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself.
Is that why you won't talk about it?
Why do you need to know?
Because I'm the reason you got it. And we are both involved in this now.
Well, nothing bad seems to have happened so far, so what's the problem?
Have you noticed anything?
No,
Anything at all?
not really.
Insight check.
Sure.
Fuck! Even if I did, it's only a 3. I was gonna silvery barbs her deception check, but I don't even think that'll help.
No. Completely just... You can tell that she's got the walls up. Like, she's just
Yeah.
like, eh,
Yeah.
the walls are up, but like, yeah, you're not getting through.
I don't need an insight check for that.
Yeah.
Fine. Maybe this will interest you.
Mm.
I am an anchor for one
Oh.
of the curses.
Oh. How so?
Something inside of me is binding either the curse that's affecting people back my home, the Banshee's curse that we mentioned, that we've talked about, or a different one. And I think he'll try to... I think Vel in this moment, an idea comes from... I think he'll just try to make a visual appearance of the curse on his body. Similar to the black veins, or similar to... I think he just wants to see if it does.
See if... Sorry. What are you trying to see if it does? Sorry?
I think he's trying to just make a physical form on his body of the curse.
Okay.
Like,
and
bring it to his skin level.
And how are you doing that? Sorry?
I think he's just trying to will it to happen
really
like he
hard.
like he does magic. Like, you know, I don't think he has like an
Yeah.
idea of how to do it exactly.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens? Okay. He doesn't mention anything about it, but Look. When you're ready to talk about it, because I saw it. Can I see the mark on her now?
She is actively, that hand is actively turned away from you.
Mm-hmm. Would you just show me your hand, or no?
Why does it... Calm down, guys. It is 4:53 a.m. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
My bad.
Could you guys hear that?
No.
No? Fucking motorbike's
just you
going
have it,
hella fast. Holy. My window's open. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It is 5 a.m. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, repeat that. That threw me off so much.
He said, can I at least see your hand?
What does it matter, Veldren? It's a problem
Because
for
if
me
you're
to
in
deal with.
danger, yes, a problem we need to deal with.
Yes, and you're now apparently some sort of anchor. That seems to be more of a problem that we need to deal with. And fixing that.
If you... What if this has made you an anchor? What if it has shifted from the weapon to you? What if that is what that mark is?
Many tests, and I'm perfectly fine.
What did you find?
Nothing. Just a symbol.
Lying to a fellow scholar. Just a symbol.
Yes.
Yes, a symbol after we broke the cursed artifact that had voices coming from it.
I'm telling you, think it's my first time dealing with artifacts that speak to me? You're cute.
No, I don't think it is, and that's why it worries me that you won't talk about it. Because if this was just another run-of-the-mill one, you'd be a lot more forthcoming about it. Right?
Maybe a persuasion check.
I'm great at those! Okay. My character sheet here really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
16.
16. Veldren, we are dealing with the Hourglass Coven. We are dealing with one of history's most dangerous hag covens.
And someone's managed to kill one of them, yes? That's why we're in this situation already. So they're not unbeatable. We just have to be smart. And that starts with us sharing information.
I am not an anchor. I'm sorry that you are. I don't know how that's happened or why that's happened.
I'm
But
not
if we
looking...
can figure out a way to fix it, then that would be good for you. But I am not afflicted the same way you are. This is different.
How?
Because I'm not affected the same way you are. Like I said, I ran some tests and I'm fine.
Then why is it still there? If it was just fine, you would have been able to take care of it, right? On your own? If it was just fine.
She was simply trying to send a message, Veldren.
What message?
Well, she's not exactly my biggest fan, and I'm not really her biggest fan either, so...
Well, I would love to know what message it is, because I'm probably going to receive the same one.
I don't know. Truly, she has not spoken to me. Since we both heard that voice, that's it.
And she's not done anything
Apart from
through
leave
that?
me with a lovely branded tattoo, no.
Can I just look at it? Run my own test?
Maybe another persuasion check.
Natural 20?
I think at this point,
22?
you're being so persistent, more out of annoying. She's like,
Yeah.
fine. And she turns her wrist over and shows it to you.
I think he'll gently grab her hand. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything happen whenever Veldren grabs her hand and touches the mark?
No. It is
Okay.
a symbol of an hourglass.
Can I cast Identify?
Identify? Sure. You cast Identify. It is not magical. It is simply a branding. Like someone has pressed a hot iron into her arm and has branded this here. It is not like the tattoo itself is not magical.
Mhm.
It was magical. You can tell that it was
It was
magically
magically put
created.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not
But
being
itself is
magically
not
held
magical.
there. It is not a thing that could be dispelled or is not a spell
Yeah.
waiting to happen or anything like that.
Or-
It is a magically inflicted wound, effectively.
And have I ever heard of something like this? Of a spell like this, or anything from my studies?
The closest thing you can think of, I mean, there are spells. A lot of rangers have marking spells, things like Hunter's Mark and things like that. And I believe I'm trying to remember. There's one that's like slightly more intense than Hunter's Mark. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
You could
There are
Blood
marking
Hunter's
spells.
brand of castigation.
Yeah, there are branding things that you would have learnt about. Yeah. But those would have given off some sort of magic and would have been this is something I can dispel. This purely seems to be I'm doing this because I can, and this is to fuck with you more than to do anything else. It seems, at least from what you can gather, it is not magical in any way.
Thank you for indulging me.
Yes, well, you make it very hard not to.
Yes, I've heard that before.
It's not a compliment.
I take it as one.
Look,
Look, you may not consider me a friend, but I consider you one.
oh,
You've helped
that's
me
very sweet, Veldren.
a lot here, and I'm concerned about this. So if anything does happen, would you please tell me?
I will tell you, yes. Like I
Thank you.
said, nothing happened. So if we're friends, how about you trust my word a little more? Hmm?
You're right. You're right.
Thank you. Not everything I do is dark and nefarious. Only sometimes.
Only most of it.
Sometimes. I haven't done anything dark and nefarious recently. I am itching to, though.
Oh, no.
Hmm.
Well, we may have a target for that
Oh, fun.
soon. Thank you again.
Yes, well, you're welcome.
I think he'll give a small nod and leave Seld to it, as he can tell he's starting to get on her nerves.
Oh, yeah.
It's the older brother. Okay.
Okay. I think with that then, if there are no other conversations to be had, the anchor is raised, and yeah, you all start making your way as the ship sails towards Goldvale. As you get closer, you see more of this kind of structures come into view. Unlike the other islands, this island seems a lot more structured. There is a kind of central settlement with rolling hills and fields, kind of off to the east. You see farmland. You see kind of a small forest kind of near the back of the island. But yeah, the main part of the island is this kind of central settlement that seems very different from the rest of the islands. You see the structures are very they have a lot of kind of stone base and kind of buildings made out of kind of timber wood, kind of these beautiful kind of slanted curved roofs that seem to have been kind of expertly carved. Very what's the word I'm looking for? The kind of styling, it's very kind of almost like Japanese inspired. In terms of like the kind of the kind of layout and the structure of these kind of buildings, there's kind of a lot of inspiration there. But yeah, you see that as you kind of approach, as the ship sails closer, and Sybil, I think, as you kind of stand on the deck, kind of seeing this, I just feel a little bit of a itch at those bracelets. One step closer. So close to finally being free. And I think that's a good place to wrap things up today, as we are at time. Next session, we arrive in Goldvale, where there might be some adventures to be had and some bracelets to remove. But yeah, that'll have to be next week, everybody. Well, hopefully we'll have everyone. Unfortunately, our wonderful Jet was not able to join us today, as they're still struggling with some pain. God's strongest soldier is being so strong. We love you, Jet, you wonderful being. Get well soon. And yeah, I think it's time for some outros. So who would like to go first? What was that? Was that you saying you wanted to go first?
Not it.
A fucking bird noise?
Not it.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
All right.
You motherfucker.
Should have gone
first. I gotta do it. Hey, I'm Hans. You can find me across all social media at HansKate. You can find me here on Tuesdays being emotionally damaged by our beautiful GMB. Beyond that, hey, it's June, it's Pride Month!
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride, everyone. Which means I'm in a ridiculous number of games. You'll be able to find me over on Logomancy. Oh no, I lost my dates. And the worst part is my players.
You're on Logomancy.
With
yep.
Me. I am on Logomancy.
Probably
I
on
don't
other
remember what
things
days
too.
we decided on. It's fine. Yes I do. The 8th and the 22nd? I'm gonna be told it's wrong. Anyways, find me for 2 sessions of Camp Snallygaster, where I will be our head camp counselor. Definitely no camp shenanigans or cryptids in the forest happening. Normal
Never.
games over
Why
on
would you
Logomancy.
even suggest that?
You can also find me over on the Pocket Dragon Pub on the 5th and the 12th for Thirsty Sword Lesbians, the 15th for Viva La Queer Bar, and the 27th for Cyberpunk. Hey, we also did just announce that the Crit Awards will be live in person at the FanX Salt Lake in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah.
That is September 24th to the 26th. we will be having our live award show Saturday the 26th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. It will also be live streamed at the same time to Twitch. Shout out to all of you amazing guys. We have, I think, like roughly 1,000 submissions to have our amazing verification team start working on. So we're super excited for that. Keep an eye on our socials for more updates and some fun things there as well. And I think that is me.
Heck yeah.
Popcorn Abby.
All right.
Hello, hi. Yeah, you can find me over next Monday over on Just the Humans channel. We're going to be playing a Triangle Agency for a one shot. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be raising money for the Trans Lifeline, so please come check it out. Triangle Agency is such a silly system, and it's going to be a good time. I'm really excited about the characters people have made. And it's gonna be very fun. Stellar cast. So go check out our socials. You can see who the whole cast is. It's beautiful. I will be at Gen Con. You can find me in God Killer, Songs of the Past, The Fall of Odette. It is going to be oh my god.
She's gonna fall over.
She's gonna fall. Not from the tower, though. The tower already did that by the time we get to this point.
Spoilers.
Odette already did that.
But please,
One more.
that's not spoilers for the show, that part. Not
That's episode 1.
technically. But go check it out. Episode 4 of the podcast version of the show just released. It is releasing bi-weekly. So go check that out. What else? You can find us on.
Abby, you should put the link in chat so that people can buy tickets.
Buy tickets.
If they get I don't know if you've gotten there yet, but if they get to 10 tickets sold, you'll get to see Abby dressed up as Odette.
Odette, yes. Which means I'll have to buy things, and you should do that because I
Which
like
means that
buying
you'll
things.
have to fall off the stage.
No,
That's true. Sean gets guys.
No.
If we get to 10
Yeah.
tickets sold, Sean gets to push me off the stage.
Jay and I
Um,
can catch you.
Yes, absolutely.
Also, cheerleader,
I'll
I've not
catch you
dropped
to
a
make sure you
flyer
don't get hurt,
once.
but like, yeah.
whoop, I'll put that there. Links in chat.
Hell
Yippee.
yeah.
June 20th. B will talk more about it, but I keep forgetting.
You did this time.
On Mike's and Mimic's channel, which is Tall Nerd Apollo's channel, you can find us in a Vecna Eve of Ruin game starting. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be so sad. I cannot wait to play a sad girl on Saturday mornings. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I'm the one who's in the different time zone for this one. So actually,
Yippee!
I'm very
I
excited.
get to play a game where the sun's up and not coming
can't
up like it is
microwave-
right now.
I can have my microwaved tea in front of you guys. It's gonna be so sad. I don't have a kettle. Sorry, I have to microwave. water.
That's so fucked
Makes
up.
a note for Christmas.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, can you? I need an electric kettle really bad.
I got
The
you for
UK and
Christmas.
me
You'll
is
know what you're
very
already getting
upset.
from me. There you go.
One of the few times the UK comes out and be.
I have a beautiful loose leaf tea, and I have to microwave the water to an approximate point, and then put the loose leaf and be like, I hope that works. And
It's
that's how that
okay,
goes
that's-
for me.
That's totally fine.
That's it for me. You can find me in all the other things that Jay's about to say too. So
Okay, well, fuck you. What if I don't say them now? What if I don't?
you don't have to.
It's not like we're in so many things together. So many.
Ugh.
Salve. My name is
What?
Jay. It's Latin for hello instead of howdy instead of Southern.
You just steal
Guys,
your
I
howdy more
gotta find
often?
ways to evolve the bit more. Okay. And it's happening.
My name is Jay. You can find me at all my socials at Sequo, Sequo. Unless you're looking for me over on Blue Sky, then I'm going to be voice of Jaca, Jaca. Yeah, I spell things really weird, losers. That was mean. What the fuck? You can find me here every Tuesday playing everyone's favorite identity crisis, Veldren Filafar. And then every other Sunday, so not this next Sunday, but the one after that, you can find us on this same channel playing in our Astral Guardians campaign where I play Elrie Gantrell and Abby over here plays Dawn. Hate Dawn. No, Harry loves Dawn. And Jay loves Dawn. It's an old character coming out. Other than that, keep an eye out on my social for when I'm allowed to talk about things. But I'm working on something. I'll also be at Gen Con. Come find me. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any panels or any shit. But I'm just going to be there to hang out with my friends. Yeah, Hands is also going to be there. Yeah. I'm my role for Gen Con is bodyguard / trophy wife. I've been told.
Hell yeah. That's crazy, actually. That's so crazy.
If I get to do one of my cosplays, it will be trophy wife.
Damn.
We're doing 2, thank you.
All right. Anyway, with that, hello everybody. I'm
Trophy
B. Yes, you did just see what I did. I did just pick up a cup and do a bit where I was shaking it and it was full of dust, and I did just splash it all in my eyes. It's fine. I'm okay. I didn't realize I had a cup full of pocket sand next to me, but there we go. Crazy. Hi, I'm the GM for Tales of Agius. I'm the one who puts my players through emotional turmoil. But to be fair, it is their fault. Consequences of your actions. Anyway, yeah, you can find me being the GM every Tuesday here for Tales of Agius. It's a fun time. And then this coming Friday, you can find me running the finale of High God Heroes, which is set in the same universe as Tales of Agius, but it's set far in the past, which sets up some fun lore for some stuff in Phelan, which is a region we have not touched yet in Aegis. But yeah, that might be the home of a certain someone at this table who's very sad and box dyes their hair every other session. Anyway, come find us for High God Heroes. It's gonna be a fun time. They're gonna fight Lolth. It's gonna be crazy. Check that out. It's gonna be a fun time. And then not this coming Sunday, and not the Sunday after because I'm away at LARP. But on a Sunday at some point, you can find us back for Astral Guardians. Hey, look at that. Perfect timing. I know what I'm doing. Bi-weekly Sundays, you can find us there for our fun adventure times in space. Where the party is no longer as sad as they were because you got your NPC back. Yippee! He's just a little guy. We love Dent. Dent, sweet boy. Love him. Sweetest boy. Those are all things that I am GMing currently, but you can also find me starting June 20th over on the Mikes and Mimics channel in Vecna Runeweave. That's what it's called. I'm gonna be playing my first long-term bard. It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna be playing a support character. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. I really love this character. It's a character that I've been wanting to play for a long time, and this game was perfect for it. It's a stellar cast of wonderful people, and then I'm also there. So you should come watch. Yeah. I feel like I might be forgetting some things, but hey, check out my personal socials. Where you can find me. B does D&D on TikTok and Instagram, where I post D&D content, cosplay content, LOP content, and the additional every now and then there's a little bit of fashion content as well, because I do like some fashion. But yeah, that's me. That's what I'm forgetting. Thursdays, you can find me on my personal Twitch channel for. That's what you forgot, Jay. For B Plays Games _ where we play Baldur's Gate 3. It's me, Jay, and the wonderful Cece. We are in Act 3 currently. We are about to get into the belly of the beast of Act 3. The part that's literally going to take us like 30 hours to do. Just, oh, it's so big. There's so many things to do. It's so good. It's also the part of the game that is the least optimized, so I apologize for the lack of frames. Yep. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have good fun. So come check us out over there on Thursdays. Which hopefully we'll be getting back into it this Thursday. Fingers crossed. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. We love you all very, very much, and we will see you all next time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Goodbye.